Hello everybody, I am back and it has been quite a while. Let's get right into it. This is of course Season 4, Round 3 of the Solo Crisis League. I am very far behind. I missed out on the first 2 rounds unfortunately, but I was able to keep it running obviously. And hopefully after finishing this we'll have time to catch up and do some of those past rounds I missed out on. I've been really excited for Season 4. It was originally going to be an earlier season, but ended up getting pushed back for a few different reasons, but it's finally the crossover season. This season we're introducing crossover packs into the Crisis mode. That does make for a mighty big main deck, but we've made up for it by adding some difficulty that we're going to talk about in a bit, and a larger villain stack as well. So let's get this thing going. So let's talk about the characters available to us for this round. We have... here, let's make it a little easier. Oracle. Once during each of my turns, if I control 2 or more heroes, draw a card and rotate a card you control 90 degrees clockwise. Rotation is a command that's unique to the Birds of Prey crossover pack, so we'll definitely be using that. Katana. Once during each of your turns, if you control 2 or more equipment, you may destroy a starter card in your hand or rotate a card you control 90 degrees clockwise. That's going to be pretty useful. Destroying cards is going to be very helpful because we're going to end up with a lot of weaknesses most likely. Well, maybe not. This isn't... We'll get into it, trust me, we'll get into it. Batwoman. You pay 1 less to buy cards in the lineup with the same card type as rotated cards you control. So as we rotate cards, we get some discounts up there in the lineup. Not going to complain about that. Omen. Each time you discard an ongoing card you control from play, you may put it at the bottom of your deck, so that way it doesn't go instead to the discard pile. Crisis Wonder Girl. Once during each of your turns, if you control 2 or more equipment, choose a player. That player may discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. Okay. So there's a few different equipment leaning cards. That's interesting. Harley Quinn. During each player's turn, the first time you pass a card or discard a card, draw a card. So we're probably not going to be using that one. So let's put her away. And let's look at our other options. We've got a few that rely on equipment. Those being Wonder Girl and I believe it was Batwoman? Nope. Who's the other equipment one? Oh, it's Katana. So Wonder Girl and Katana, how are they working? If I control 2 or more equipment, I may destroy a starter in my hand or rotate a card. So that's going to be pretty helpful to get rid of those starters quickly. And rotation's obviously going to be useful as well. If I control 2 or more equipment, choose a player. That player may discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. That could discard a few cards I don't want and get those ones instead. And let's re-examine the other ones real quick. Oracle. 2 more heroes allows you to rotate cards and draw a card. Okay. 1 less to buy cards in the lineup. That's interesting. I like that. And then what was Omen again? Okay, we're definitely doing Oracle and Batwoman. I think I'm just going to go for the full Birds of Prey trifecta and go Oracle, Batwoman, and Katana. Now, who are we going to use tonight? Tonight, I think we're going to go with... We're going to start with Katana. We're just going to try and destroy as many cards as we can. So let's go ahead and try and make that happen. So we have Katana out. Very well. These are the 2 I'll be using on the next couple runs. So for tonight we have Katana. And again, that is once during each of my turns, if I control 2 or more equipment, I can destroy a starter card in my hand or rotate a card I control 90 degrees. That's not going to happen all the time, but with the ongoing cards that come from Crisis 4, hopefully we can at least do the rotation command. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for my starting hand, but before we do that, let's go and put that up here. It's nice and visible. We are going to start with Villainous Lineage. Now, one of the catches besides the crossover packs of Season 4 is that we are leaving the starter Crisis in play. And for this, we're starting with a personal Crisis, Villainous Lineage. Each time you buy, gain, or defeat a villain, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Players may contribute villains they buy or gain or defeat to this crisis. To beat it, I have to contribute 3 villains. Fortunately, supervillains do count for that. Now, the ongoing effect will remain after we beat this crisis, and that ongoing effect again is each time I buy, gain, or defeat a villain, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. That's going to be helpful. And then it's going to be Harley Quinn as our first villain, and she reads, at the start of each of your... I guess she does nothing? At the start of each of your turns, rotate a card you control 90 degrees clockwise. I guess she doesn't have an attack or any kind of ongoing ability. Huh. Unless that is her ongoing ability. Hold on, I'm going to have to look that one up, actually. Let's see, go here into the box. The box with the rules. What do we got here? Oh, those are locations for multiverse mode. That's not going to help anyone. Where are we? Did I misplace them? You know, I'm just going to look for these real quick. I will be right back. Alright, we are back. I found the rules, and I think what we're going to land on is that it's not a stack ongoing ability like a normal starter villain would have. So instead, it's just the ongoing ability after it goes into your hand, which will not be happening for us. So we just have the regular parameters here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cards coming out. And because there is a personal crisis in play, we will be destroying... Oh, unfortunately, Man-Bat Serum. That's no good. That's one of my favorite cards, as is noted in many places by now. So, each time I buy, gain, or defeat a villain, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Very well. Let's see. For our first hand, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 power. With that, I think we're going to go ahead and get rid of Nightstorm and Blank. We have to add 2 cards to the lineup for doing such, but they are contributed to Villainous Lineage. I'll put our discard right here, people can see it. And then we have a new card coming out for this turn, and a card destroyed for the personal crisis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 1, 2, and 3 power. With that 3 power, let's go ahead and say goodbye to this Nightstorm. With Nightstorm gone, Villainous Lineage is taken care of. But all that's going to do is stop cards from being destroyed. It's not going to stop cards being added to the lineup because this ongoing ability is going nowhere. New card comes out. This is... Are we playing Crisis 3, right? No, we're playing Crisis 4. Never mind. Playing Crisis 4, obviously. And a card has to... No card gets destroyed because there is no personal crisis. Now, we haven't really done much yet. We still have the same starter cards. We got rid of the personal crisis real quick. So we have 1, 2, 3 power here. What I'm going to do is buy Cold Gun. I don't really need the card, but with Katana, it's going to allow us to maybe use her ability and destroy some of these starter cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card gets destroyed. Oh wait, nothing gets destroyed. Sorry. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 power. I want Stargirl, but let's see what Lady Blackhawk's about, because that's not what I'm super familiar with. If this is the first card you play this turn, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. Draw an additional card for each rotated card you control. That's going to be useful later on, but we're going to get Stargirl for now. New card coming out. Until I have some ongoing cards, cards like that aren't going to do much. We need those ongoing cards to really justify their use. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we have 1, 2 power, 3 power total, and a couple vulnerabilities. We will go ahead and get ourselves a Dr. Light so we can start drawing some cards. There we go, Giganta. Just definitely getting these villains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we got here? We have Stargirl at 2, 3, 4, 5 power, and a vulnerability. So 5 power, that's new. We're going to go ahead and buy Mallet so we can at least have 2 equipment in our deck that can hopefully trigger Katana's ability. So we can get rid of these starter cards. New card comes out. Draw a card for each rotate card. Okay. Gotta start getting some ongoing cards out there so we can get those ongoing cards flowing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4 power and a vulnerability, which we will use to buy. Let's go ahead and buy Lady Blackhawk. Why not? New card coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all right, let's try and do this. We're gonna do Dr. Light to draw a card, and we'll go 2, 3, 4, 5. I can freeze a card, but there's not really much of a point to that. We will buy Catwoman, and we're gonna buy Blank, which means we add a card to the lineup because of Villainous Lineage. Yep, that should do it. That should do it. Let's go and fix that right there. That's better. There we go. Sorry, it looks like the audio blew out a few times. My bad. New mic setup, just trying to learn it. So, if you haven't heard about before, I am playing for the Solo Crisis League. It is an ongoing league that I run and operate and play in. We are now in our 4th season, 3rd round, 5 rounds per season. So that's what, 15 plus another 3, that's another 8, it's what, 18 rounds we're in now? It's a lot of fun. Basically, we take the win-lose condition of Crisis mode and add a little bit of competitive edge to it by saying how well did you win or how badly did you lose, based on some measurable stats. I'll get more into that later, but we're all shuffled now, so let's get going again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have 2 equipment? No. Reveal a top card in my deck, draw it, or pass it to another player's desk discard pile. I guess we'll draw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. We're gonna get a kick. We're getting the kick because we need to get some 2+ power cards, or we're gonna get rid of Harley Quinn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Draw a card for Dr. Light. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 power. And I'm going to look at it. Well, I'm going to look at it. I'm going to buy Whip. It's 4 power and an equipment, which helps with Katana. So, rotate a card I control 90 degrees clockwise. Hopefully, that will help us. Still need some ongoing cards. I'm surprised we haven't seen many yet, given that we are playing Crisis 4. There's the, what's the word I'm looking for? The Unity cards, all sorts of stuff that's built in the Teen Titans type sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Still no equipment here. Okay. If this is the first card you play this turn, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. Alright, I'm just doing that because there's not much going on here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, reveal the top card of your deck. Draw it or pass it to a player's discard pile. We're going to draw that. We're going to play Whip. Rotate a card I control 90 degrees clockwise. Perfect. But I now control 2 equipment, so I can destroy a starter card in my hand. So that's gone. So 2 power, 4 power total, which we will use. We'll get rid of Giganta, which adds a card to the lineup. That's all we can do, though. Alright, new card coming out. Glad we got to use that ability. Glad Biometric Exosuit is out there. That is an ongoing card. That is an equipment. That's going to just feed Katana over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not even going to think about it. Biometric Exosuit for sure. And let's go ahead. We got to start getting rid of some more villains. Let's get rid of Mambat. Adds another card to the lineup. And then we're good. Do we have enough here? Nope, gotta shuffle it up. New card comes out. Gotta get rid of that Harley Quinn now. So we've gotten some pretty good hands. We've gotten to use Katana's ability once. We're gonna try and make it happen more and more, get more equipment. If we see one come up, it's ours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we have to get rid of the Blight before we can get rid of Harley Quinn. 1, couple vulnerabilities, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna use that to get rid of the Blight like I promised. That's that. And now hopefully this next turn means we're gonna get rid of Harley Quinn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're gonna draw a card with Dr. Light. Harley Quinn, reveal a top card of your deck, draw it or pass it to a player's discard pile. We will draw it. We will play Cold Gun. That's 1 power, but we can destroy a starter card in my hand. We will destroy Punch because of Katana here. That's why that was happening the way it did. So that is 1 power, 2 power, 3, 4 power. Not enough to get rid of Harley Quinn, unfortunately, but we did get rid of a Punch, which is some progress. Let's go ahead and let's get Edict Memory, right? No, Element Woman, much more valuable, I think. Oh, wait, no, Edict Memory is an ongoing card. That's an ongoing card we can rotate. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Edict Memory it is. How are we doing here? Do we have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do. So that's 1 new card coming out. All right. 1 power. 2, 3 can rotate a card 90 degrees. There we go. So 1, 2, 3. Since that's 2 equipment, we're going to destroy this Punch in my hand. 4, 5, 6. We're going to use that to buy Computer Console. Just because it's an equipment mostly. We need those equipment to keep feeding Katana's ability. And it's an ongoing card, so if I can get that ongoing card out along a biometric suit, we can use Katana's ability every single turn. Alright, shuffling everything up. Gotta have a new card come out. Gotta get rid of Harley Quinn. We are going pretty far now about beating her. Kinda thought we'd have her by now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here we go. What do we have here? Lady Blackhawk. If this is the first card you play, you know what? We're not going to do that. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only want to have 6 power. That should be enough for now. All right. 2, 3, 4. Just realized you can't see that. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 power. We're going to go ahead and get Master Thief. That's pretty useful. New card coming out. We're getting some of these good pricey cards, so I'm looking forward to using them. Just also looking forward to beating Harley Quinn and moving on. Alright, put this out there. It's an ongoing card. When this card rotates upright, draw 2 cards. At the end of each foe's turn, if they drew 1 or more cards, well, there are no foe's turns, so that's not going to be relevant. But every time it rotates upwards, we can get to draw 2 cards. Mallet means reveal a top card of your deck. That's my deck. I'm going to put this here. I may draw it or put it in any player's discard pile. We will draw that. And since I have now, well, 3 equipment in play, we can destroy a starter in my hand. We will destroy Punch. So we're at 0 power. I have another ongoing card here. That's another one. When this card rotates upright, place 2 cards from your discard pile on top of your deck. That's nice. And then 1 from the punch and draw a card. And a vulnerability does nothing. Should have done that earlier. Could have destroyed the vulnerability. That would have been nice. Alright. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card coming out. We've got ourselves a Hawkfire. Alright, Whip. Rotate a card I control 90 degrees. We're going to rotate Computer Console. Or do we want to do Edict Memory? We'll do Computer Console. Since we do control 2 equipment, we can destroy a starter in our hand. Goodbye to this vulnerability. Thank you, Katana. We are still at 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6 power. Still not enough to beat Harley Quinn. We will get there. But with this 6 power, let's go ahead and get... There's a bunch of ongoing cards I'm realizing, so that's helpful. Let's go ahead and get Element Woman. Yes. Real excited to be back. Glad to have the bigger desk now. You can actually see everything. Alright, shuffle everything up. Get ready for this next turn. New card coming out. We have done a good job of destroying our starter cards because of Katana. Let's keep it that way. So, first off, we already have 2 equipment in play that we control, which allows us to, right off the bat, destroy a punch. That's gone. Mallet, look at the top card, draw it or put it in my discard pile. We will draw that. 2 power here, and I can rotate a card 90 degrees. We will rotate this one, because next we'll play Master Thief, which is draw a card for each rotated card I control. I have 3 rotated cards, so we're going to draw 3 cards. 2 and 3. And again, we are at 2 power total. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is enough to say goodbye to Harley Quinn, which means you have to put a card in the lineup because of Villainous Lineage. And then we're going to buy Word of Power. Why not? Why not? Harley Quinn is defeated. We'll just put her back in the box here. Alright, 1 villain down. Not so bad. It did take a little longer than I expected, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get our new situation ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, there's our new hand. We gotta get our new personal crisis going, and it is Malfunction. Discard each equipment I control. Oh, that's too bad. I can't play equipment, contribute 2 equipment. That's really sad, considering Katana here survives based on equipment. Alright, we will deal with that soon. And then we have Slade Wilson, stack ongoing. After a player shuffles their discard pile, if you have a personal crisis, gain a weakness. Alright, so every time we shuffle our discard pile, if there's still Malfunction in play, we are going to gain a weakness. We will deal with that as it comes up, but I think we'll be okay. We've built up a pretty strong deck so far to get to the starter villain. We do have to add a card to the lineup and destroy one for Malfunction. Now, we are going to give Cold Gun to Malfunction. We can't play equipment, and I don't really like that one, so this one is contributed. Alright, 2 power for Element Woman. We can draw a card for Dr. Light. 3, 4 power. 4 power, huh? Let's go ahead. What can we do for 4 power? Let's go ahead and buy Crossbow. Crossbow is an okay equipment card, so it'll help with Katana. But worst case scenario, we can give it to Villainous Lineage and move on unscathed. Mostly. 1 card comes out and we are destroying 1 card because of Malfunction. There's another ongoing card, a Unity card. That is what I want to see. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are we doing here? Not a great hand. Not a great hand at all. No equipment I can give to this. So we just have to kind of keep going. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't destroy this. Can't play that. So that's 4 power total again. I guess we'll go ahead and buy Hawkfire. Unless Yeah, we'll get Hawkfire. That's +4 power when it rotates up. That's pretty good. We get Ultraman coming, Ultra Strength coming out, and we're destroying a card for Malfunction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still have to get some equipment to donate here. What is it? 2 equipment. Here is our second equipment. Goodbye. They are removed from the game. Malfunction is gone. Or at least discarded for now. Maybe coming back later. We'll see. I think I did earlier. Did I do that right? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Anything I do contribute to a crisis does have to get removed from the game. So, that's taken care of. We still have to get rid of the villains before we can get rid of Slade Wilson, but we're on our way because we can actually use equipment now, which will help with our Katana-based abilities. We're gonna go ahead and do Lady Blackhawk first. If this is the first card you play this turn, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. Draw an additional card for each rotated card I control, which is Edict Memory here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 cards drawn. There we go. All right. 1 power. There we go. Computer console. We do not have any starters in our hand we can destroy for Katana, so instead we will rotate a card 90 degrees. And then we'll play Whip to rotate this one another 90 degrees. So that is 2, 3, and then draw a card for each rotated card. That's 1 more card. Reveal this card. I guess we'll draw it. 4 power total, that's it. 2. Did a lot this turn only to get 2, 3, 4 power. That's okay. That happens sometimes. So for 4 power, not much out there I really want. I'm getting a lot of ongoing cards, and that's fine. I'm just running out of places for them, and I really want to focus on a few rather than fill it up with a bunch of stuff I lose track of. So for 4 power, let's go ahead. Let's get Expert Marksman, and we're going to use that just to destroy some of the blander cards that are kind of floating around my deck right now. And we're going to get this weakness because of Slade Wilson. Slade Wilson makes us gain a weakness whenever we shuffle our discard pile. Did I put a new card out? Doesn't look that way. All right. Very well. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we have 2 equipment we control, which means we can destroy a starter in our hand, so goodbye to this vulnerability. That's fine by me. We can... anything else? Yes, we can put Hawkfire out here. That's another ongoing card in play. We've got 1, 2, 3 power to play here. Let's see, with that 3 power, we'll get Martial Arts Expert. I don't know if I want that though. Let's just go ahead and get a kick. I could do Martial Arts Expert. My concern about it is that it is an ongoing card, and as I said before, I do not want to lose track of what's going on here just because there's so many going around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a bad way to play the game. All right. So again, we start with controlling 2 equipment. We can destroy a starter in hand. Really quickly, you can see how this is going to go. We're going to have all those starters gone within a few rounds, probably. We can draw a card. I'll try and play this where you guys can actually see it. So draw a card. +2 power and rotate a card 90 degrees. Let's rotate a biometric suit. Yes. So that's 2 power. Now draw a card for each rotated card. So that's 1, 2 cards drawn. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't destroy this card or else I would. So 7 cost. Do I want to buy Vixen or get rid of Cheshire? Let's see what Vixen does. You may gain an ongoing card from the lineup, play it in front of you, and then rotate it 360 degrees clockwise. If you choose not to, +3 power. That's nice. Automatically get that ongoing ability. Let's go ahead and get rid of Cheshire, though. It's really important that we get rid of her because we can't get rid of Slade Wilson until there are no villains in the lineup. 1, 2, 3. Shuffle everything up and just keep going, right? Now, since we're shuffling and Slade Wilson's in play, we do gain a weakness. New card comes on out. Another Element Woman. She'll be helpful when we get some of those locations in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, again, we have 2 equipment we control, but I have no starter cards in my hand. So instead, well, it is say once on each of my turns. It doesn't have to be at the beginning. So let's see if we draw anything to see if it's worth it. We'll play Mallet and draw this card. There we go. We have 2 equipment we control. We're going to destroy that punch. That was worth the wait. The short wait. We'll call it a wait, I guess. Expert Marksman. I can destroy a non-superpower card in my hand or discard pile. We are going to destroy this weakness we just gained. And we are at 2, 4 power, and that is it. So with that 4 power, we cannot get rid of Royal Flush Gang, but we can go ahead and gain another Element Woman. She'll be helpful once we get some of those locations out. She'll get very valuable. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. How are we doing? Now we have 2 equipment in play. We will destroy this punch right from our hand. Let's go ahead and draw a card for Dr. Light. Very well. Because of Whip, we can rotate a card. Let's go ahead and rotate Hawkfire. Or do we want to do... Now we'll rotate Hawkfire. So that's 2 power. And then draw a card for each rotated card. So that's 1, 2, 3 cards drawn. 1, 2, 3. All right, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 power. Man, just shy where I wanted to be to get rid of Slade Wilson. Needed 9, we got 8. We will go ahead and get rid of Royal Flush Gang, which adds a card to the lineup for being a villain. We'll use the other 3 to get rid of the Man Bat that just popped up, which again adds another card to the lineup for being a villain. So we're going to gain a weakness because we have to shuffle our discard pile now. And a new card has come out for a new turn. So let's talk about strategy real quick. As I've mentioned a few times, there's a lot of ongoing cards going around. Birds of Prey has a lot of ongoing cards. Crisis 4 has a lot of ongoing cards. And mixed together, they're kind of filling up the area already pretty quickly. To keep track of things, I'm going to try and limit which ones I actually pick up. I don't want to end up in a situation where I can't keep track of everything. So we're going to focus on just a few. And also, I'm not always rotating. I could have a few times now rotated Edict Memory and ended up drawing, 2 cards? But by leaving it rotated in like this, what is this? Say 90, 180, and what, 270? Something like that. We end up in a situation where we can use Catwoman to draw extra cards because there's multiple rotated cards. So maybe that one-time reward is great, but being able to reuse it over and over again is also very useful. Additionally, we end up with this situation where if I really need it, we have these 2 equipment here, triggering Katana, and then I can bam, do that, and get those extra cards in a pinch. And we might do that to get rid of Slade Wilson these next few turns, because I'd like to see him go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright. We'll do some... Yeah, we'll do that. We're going to play Lady Blackhawk. If this is the first card I play this turn, discard my hand, then draw 3 cards. Draw an additional card for each card rotated this turn. 1, 2, 3. For each card rotated I control. So I'm going to draw 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have Lady Blackhawk. She doesn't give me any power right now, but that's okay. We are going to play Dr. Light to draw a card. We'll play Mallet here to look at this top card. We may draw it. We will. Let's do it. 2, I can rotate a card. We'll rotate computer console. So we are at, again, any power? Have we done any power yet? No, just 2 power. That's fine. We're going to use Katana's ability now, and we are going to rotate. We'll rotate Hawkfire. So 2, 4, 6. We can destroy a card, a non-superpower card in my hand or discard pile. We will destroy the weakness that's in our discard pile. We're at 6 power. Then draw a card for each rotated card. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards drawn. That's 1. I need 3 more cards and I gain a weakness. I'm gonna draw my whole hand this turn. Hopefully that's enough to get rid of Slade Wilson at this point. 1, 2, 3. And again, how much power are we at? That is 2, 4, 6 power. What do we have here? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's enough to say goodbye to Slade Wilson. Still have 2 left over. 1 card does come out because he's a villain. 2 powers enough to buy Commissioner Gordon. So let's just, or Vigilant Guard. We'll do Gordon. Well, no, we're gonna do Vigilant Guard. Vigilant Guard sounds good. All right, that's that. We played every card except for this one, so that's a pretty good turn, I'd say. We're gonna just shuffle up here, get our new personal crisis going, and then figure out what our new villain is and move on. So far, this is actually taking longer than I expected. I thought I'd fly through with some really powerful cards early on, but we'll get there. Oh, put this on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very well. We have ourselves a new personal crisis, and it reads, out of control. Each time you draw 1 or more cards during your turn, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. To beat, 3 or more cards must be drawn during a player's turn. Well, we can do that pretty easily if we can get Catwoman. Let's go ahead and get our new villain, and that villain is Livewire. First appearance attack. Each player discards a card for each card they control. That is not cool. Can I defend against that? We do. We have Stargirl. Stargirl's defense is... You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card and put a card of cost 1 or greater from the destroyed pile on the bottom of the main deck. So, we can put a card on the bottom of the main deck. That's pretty self-explanatory, really. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put... Oh, what should we put down there? Something I want back, right? I don't want to put any villains down there, so let's go ahead and put Man-Bat Serum all the way back down the bottom of the deck. Hopefully, we see it again, but we may not, and that's okay. Okay, so we did avoid that attack. We have to put a new card out and destroy one for having a personal crisis. Very well. I have to beat it, I have to draw 3 cards in a single turn. That might happen right now. Yep, so Dr. Light says... Sorry, I put it up here where you guys can actually see it. Dr. Light says draw cards. That's 1. That does trigger out of control, though, to add a card to the lineup. Then we've got Mallet here, and Mallet says reveal a top card of your deck, draw it or pass it. We're going to draw that, obviously. Now we do control multiple equipment, so we're going to go ahead and rotate Edict Memory. We have to put a card out there also for that card we just drew. Filling it up real quick. And Edict Memory says... Oh wait, no, that's not the one we want. Oh no! Oh no! We're not going to rotate Edict Memory, we're going to rotate Computer Console. That's too bad, I've been rotating the wrong card. I want a Computer Console rotated. That's what I get for not reading closely. Alright, so again, we are at 0 power. I can destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. We will destroy this weakness. And then we have 2, 4, 5 power. With that 5 power, we will say goodbye to... Let's get rid of Cupid and put a new card out there because they're out of control. And we're going to also destroy Grid. Put a new card out there because of out of control. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. How are we going to do this? Just looking at my options here. First off, we'll play Whip. All right? Yeah, Whip says rotate a card 90 degrees. We will rotate Computer Console. So that's 2. Now you control multiple equipment, where that's going to trigger Katana. Katana we will use to rotate Computer Console, and that says when this card rotates upright, draw 2 cards. So we draw 2 cards, and we have to put a card out there because of out of control. We're really filling the space up. So we have 2 power. Then draw a card for each rotated card. So that's 1, 2, 3 cards. 1, 2 more. 2. Oh, they stuck together. Shuffle it up, and 3. Okay. So that's another card coming out. But that is the end of out of control. That is taken care of. So we have 2 power. We're going to play Expert Marksman to destroy this weakness in our hand. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite enough to get rid of Live Wire. But that's okay. We're going to use it to get Ultra Strength. Ultra Strength will help us. That's to believe, trust me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. We have a new card coming out. We do not have to destroy a card though, because we already beat out of control. All right, let's see how we do. Oh, Whip should be out here. We will... Here's what we'll do. We can use our Katana ability right off the bat to go ahead and rotate Edict Memory. When this card rotates upright, place up to 2 cards from your discard pile on top of your deck. Okay. We're gonna do these 2. Yep. So that's done. We did that. Then we'll play Mallet. I can draw this card. Ta-da! 3 power and draw 2 cards. That's 1. I get to draw 1 more card after shuffling this card, discard pile. Boom. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw a card. 8, 9, 10, 11. Draw 1, 2 cards. 12, 13, 14 power. There are no villains, right? All right, if there's no villains, then goodbye to Livewire. And then we should still have 3 power left over. Do we need anything for 3 power? Let's go ahead and buy Water Bearer. That could be useful. Water Bearer could be very useful. All right, do I have enough here? Or do I have to draw a new hand? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, gotta shuffle this up before we get our new villain in Crisis going. So that's what? That's 3 villains defeated. Not so bad so far. Hopefully, it kind of keeps going this way, and we can end up in a situation where we fly through all of these crises and villains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's get our new crisis going, and it is sudden loss. Discard each ongoing card I control. So these all have to go. All the rotations are lost. I can't play ongoing cards. Contribute 2 ongoing cards. Very well. And then our new villain is Crisis Dr. Light. Do I have a defense? I do. We're going to defend a Vigilant Guard. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you choose, then I get to draw a card. Okay. Very well. Very well. So we can't play ongoing cards. Okay. 2 power from Water Bear, and this allows me to put an ongoing card I buy into my hand. 3/4, which we will buy martial arts with, put it in our hand, and contribute to sudden loss. You know what? I don't think I did the new card and destroy a card for the personal crisis, so that's taken care of now. So that is 1 power left. 2, 3, and then I can destroy a card, but do I want to? Nothing I want to destroy. So 3 power. Are there any ongoing cards for 3 power out there? Because that would be useful. But it does not look like that is the case. So instead, let's go ahead and buy Commissioner Gordon. Get ourselves that 2-cost defense card. That should do it for now. That should do it for now. Alright, new card comes out, and then we destroy a card for having that crisis. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, that's pretty good. Can't have ongoing cards right now. So, 3 power and draw 2 cards. Reveal a card, draw it, or put it in my discard pile. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are no rotated cards, so that's useless. And no way to destroy that, so that's only 11 power. We need to get rid of ongoing cards, though. We're gonna go ahead and buy Clock Tower, because that's pretty useless in a single player game. When this card rotates upright, you take the next turn and put this card on the bottom of your deck. Then the normal turn sequence resumes. Now, that is not going to help us because it's always our turn next. Always. So that's not going to do anything. That's a perfect card to give to that crisis. So let's see if we can do anything to get that back into our hand quickly. Yes, yes, yes. That's the plan. Alright, new card coming out, and that card needs to be destroyed because of personal crisis. And oh, there's only 2 cards here, so we have to shuffle here. Now, fortunately, that means we can get Clock Tower quickly. At least that's the plan, to get Clock Tower as quickly as possible. So let's make that happen. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, what do we got? No ongoing cards, which is a plus. We will play Dr. Light to draw a card. It is Computer Console, which we cannot play because we're saving it. We'll play Mallet, though. And we will draw that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With that 6 power, we'll go ahead and buy Omen. It's a very good card. Or do we want Donna Troy? We're going to go Donna Troy, actually. It's a good defense card. Defense cards are pretty hard to come by, at least when you need them sometimes. New villain coming out, and a destroy a card because of our crisis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Did not get the ongoing card we wanted, so instead we'll play Lady Blockhawk. If this is the first card I play this turn, discard my hand and draw 3 new cards. So just trying to move through the deck as fast as possible. Get that Clock Tower card. Didn't work this turn, unfortunately. We ended up with 1, 2. Can't do anything with these 2 cards, so 2 power gets us nothing. I could buy Insanity, but I really have no use for it, so that's not going to happen. Okay, that's okay. We're just going to keep going. 1 card out, 1 card destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are we doing here? Is there no Clock Tower still? How is that possible? Seems impossible. Alright, so these 2 ongoing cards cannot be played. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, and then I can destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. I mean, I could destroy Word of Power and hopefully gain something else from it, but not much value in that right now, I don't think. We're going to take that 3 power, and we're probably just going to stay there. What do we want to buy with it? How much is Power Girl? She's 5. Get another Catwoman, but not much value there. We'll get another Kick. It's been a while. Time to shuffle everything up, and it's definitely going to have Clock Tower next turn, considering the setup we have now. Alright. Alright. Very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's our turn. We are going to contribute Clock Tower, and that is going to cancel out sudden loss. So that will no longer be an issue. Perfect. And then we can play Ultra Strength, 3 power, and draw 2 cards. Mallet's also going to allow us to draw a card, and Dr. Light's also going to allow us to draw a card. So that is 3 power, 4, 5. We can't do anything. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just shy of Crisis Dr. Light. That is enough, though, to say goodbye to Mara Al Ghul, and then leave us a 4 power of our own. We have to add a card because of Villainous Lineage. We beat a villain. We'll go ahead and buy Birthday Cake with that 4 power, so thanks for that. You know what? No, instead of Birthday Cake, we're going to buy the Strix card. It looks like fun. Okay, new card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't get rid of Dr. Light till we get rid of these 2 villains, so that's got to happen first. So, Edict Memory comes out. And then we've got 2. These 2 aren't going to do anything. 3 power. That's enough to say goodbye to Night Storm, and then a new card comes out. Then we have to have a new card for the next turn. We're really filling up this lineup, aren't we? I'm glad I'm in a situation where I have the whole lineup available this week. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, new ongoing card. Then Biometric Suit, which we will get 1 power for, triggers Katana with our 2 equipment in play, rotate, computer console. That's 1, 4, 5, 6, and I can destroy a card. Do I want to destroy a card, though? I see no value in destroying these cards. So 6 power. That's enough to say goodbye to Royal Flush Gang, which adds a new card to the lineup, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can do Hawkfire. Rotate a card 90 degrees clockwise because of Whip. We will rotate computer console. So that's 2. We do control multiple equipment. Let's go ahead and rotate Hawkfire. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is enough to say goodbye to the Blight, which adds a card to the lineup. And then we do have 3 more power, which we will use for anything at all. No, we're not going to buy anything. We don't have to. Let's keep our deck minimal for now and buy the cards we need later to give to Crises. Shuffling this thing up and getting ready for a new turn. New card has to come out, and it is Water Bearer again. Could use another one of those anyway. Really filling that lineup. I know it looks like a mess, and it is a mess, so you're right. But hopefully we can read it enough to understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We will draw a card for Dr. Light. Then we will draw a card for Mallet. Then we will use Whip to rotate a card. We're going to rotate Computer Console. And since we control 2 more equipment, we're going to use Katana to rotate a card, rotating this one, allowing us to draw 2 cards. So again, we are at 2 power. We'll play Strix, which is 2 more power, so that's 4 power total. And then if I control 1 or more rotated cards, destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. So 2, 4, destroying Word of Power lowers his cost by 4. So he is only going to cost 9. So we're at 4 power. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is enough to get rid of Crisis Dr. Light. Since he's a villain, a card does get added to the lineup, but we still have 1 power. Nothing to spend it on, but that is okay by me. That was a pretty good turn. I'm pretty proud of that turn. All right, let's get our new hand ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have a defense card? We have multiple defense cards. Okay. Very well. Let's go ahead and get our new personal crises, and it is Depowered. Discard each superpower you control, which that's Edict Memory. You can't play superpowers, contribute 2 superpowers. Then our new villain is Lady Shiva. Each player puts 2 cards they control on the bottom of their deck. I think we'll just defend against that and say you may reveal this card from your hand to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. Then discard this card unless you discard an ongoing card. We'll just go ahead. We'll discard. We'll go ahead and discard Biometric Exosuit. There we go. Very well. So we can't play superpowers, right? But we can contribute 2 superpowers to get rid of it. We're going to give them Vigilant Guard. You know what? No, we won't. Doesn't say 2 different superpowers. So we're going to give it a kick. That's for certain. Then we're going to play Ultra Strength to draw 2 cards. And we're going to give it a second kick. Ta-da! That's removed from the game, but so is Depowered. Well, not removed from the game, just out of my way. So that's 3 power we have. Wait, did I just screw that up? Yes, I did, because I couldn't play Ultra Strength, so I've already screwed that up. Let's just go back a step. So this was here. I had 1 kick contributed to Depowered. And this one is on top of the deck. Perfect. Okay, so I can't play what I wanted to. That's okay. We're going to give it Vigilant Guard. I wasn't going to, but we will. Goodbye to Vigilant Guard means goodbye Depowered. So we still get to do most of our turn. 3 power and draw 2 cards. 4, 5. Element Woman does count as an ongoing card, so we can rotate Computer Console. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12 from Element Woman. Okay. Do we have any villains? We do. We have Black Alice, so she costs 5. So that gives us 7. With that 7, we're going to go ahead and buy, I think, Soul Taker's Sword or Omen. We're going to go Soul Taker's Sword. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta shuffle everything up. New card comes out. No personal crisis, so nothing to destroy. We're gonna be okay, I think. We're just gonna fly through this. Done what? 1, 2, 3, 4 villains already. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are we doing? If this is the first card I play this turn, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. Draw an additional card for each rotated card I control. So that's 1 power, and I can draw 3, 4, 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 power. Edict Memory comes on out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 power, that's useful. What can we do with that? Let's go ahead and say hello to Power Armor. It's a good defense card. 3 power. That's fine by me. That's a pretty good combination of things I could use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card coming on out. All right. Biometric Exosuit. That's 1 power. We do control enough equipment that we can rotate something. So let's go ahead and rotate Edict Memory. So that is 1 power. Draw a card for Dr. Light. 2, 3, and rotate a card 90 degrees. Let's go ahead and rotate Hawkfire. Reveal the top card of our deck and draw it. There we go. Soul Taker Sword's out. Every time I buy a villain, I can rotate this card 90 degrees. Additionally, when this card rotates upright, plus 5 power. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 power, 4, 5, and 6. With that 6 power, we're going to go ahead and buy Omen. I know it's another ongoing card to keep track of, but it's an ongoing card that's going to destroy some cards, which is always a little bit helpful. It's also one more card I can rotate. More cards I can rotate, the more I can use Catwoman to go ahead and just draw a bunch of extra cards. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. New card comes on out. Stargirl, that's a good defense card. I have one here in my hand. All right, we'll start off with Ultra Strength, 3 power, and draw 2 cards. Since we are in a situation where we control multiple ongoing cards, we're going to go ahead and rotate Computer Console one more time. You know what? No. Instead of that, we're going to do Soul Taker Sword. That's what we're going to do. Switch up the number of ongoing cards we have rotated. So that is 3 power from Ultra Strength. So that's it right now. 4, 5. I have to destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. Given that, let's say just goodbye to a kick. Not like we can't get more of them. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. With that 13, we're going to go ahead and buy Lady Shiva. That is a villain defeated, so that's Soul Taker Sword rotating, and because of Villainous Lineage, a card coming out. Okay, let's figure out what's going on now. Could be anything. Got a new personal crisis coming, and a new villain. In case you haven't noticed yet, the whole middle of this deck is shuffled with Crisis 4 villains and crossover 6 villains. Now, they're not as difficult, obviously, the crossover 6 villains, but we do have a larger stack to kind of make up for that, with the addition of Villainous Lineage always in play. The challenge is there. Just might take a little bit longer time, it seems like. Okay. Do we have a defense card? We have Commissioner Gordon and Power Armor, so that's pretty good. We have 2 different defense cards, which means we'll at least be able to use one of them. And it's Trial by Combat. Each time a villain enters the lineup, I discard a card. Contribute a defense card. Okay, that's not bad. We have 2 in our hand. Then we have our new villain. It's Cheetah. Each player shuffles all starter cards from their discard pile into their deck. We will do that because we destroyed all of them. There are none there. So if that's the case, we're fine. We have to add a card to the lineup for this turn. And then we have to destroy a card for Trial by Combat. And we will go ahead and give Trial by Combat Commissioner Gordon and say goodbye to it. That's over. Okay, that's an easy start. Did we do anything else? No, there are no villains out here. So we're still pretty clear on that. Okay. We will use Dr. Light to draw a card. Or play Dr. Light to draw a card, sorry. Or play Mallet to draw a card. We will use Whip for 2 power, and that allows to rotate a card. We're going to rotate Biometric Exosuit just so that they're all rotated to some degree. So that's 2 power. 3, 4. 5 from Lady Blackhawk. 6, 7, 8 from Powered Armor. And then because we control multiple equipment, we can continue to rotate cards. So we can rotate one more time. We're going to go ahead and rotate Hawkfire. Hawkfire is rotated. We are at 8 power. With that 8 power, we're going to get Stargirl because that's a great defense card. And the other 4 will be a Wally West. Yes, it will. All right, new card comes on out. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Master Thief is exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, we're going to play Omen. Each time you play a Unity card, including this one, that player may destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. Do we want to destroy anything? Nothing we want to destroy, but it does trigger Biometric Exosuit. So that's 1 power right off the bat. We do control 2 equipment, so we can rotate a card via Katana. So we're going to rotate that one. So that is 1 power. Then Master Thief is played. A Master Thief says, draw a card for each rotated card. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards drawn. We're going to draw 6 cards now. No big deal. It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. So we're going to draw 6 cards because of Master Thief. I really like that card. So 6 cards to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. We will play Wally West. He'll come on out here. He'll say draw a card. And that's 2 power because that also triggers Biometric Exosuit again. And it also triggers Omen again. But that's okay for now. So that's 2 power total. Then we'll play Whip, 4 power, and we're going to rotate Wally West. I know, it's all over the place with the rotation. I might switch up some of these just to make it a little more obvious where we are. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, draw a card. 10, goodbye to Cheetah. And that adds a card to the lineup for being a villain. But also, it rotates Soul Taker Sword, which was here, I thought. Okay, we'll just say it's there. So that's 10 power. It's spent. So we're at 0 power now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and add ongoing cards I buy to my hand. Anything out there I want? There are a few I want. 7 power we're going to use to buy Wally West, which goes straight to my hand. Play it, draw a card. 5 power total now. So we still have 5 power left over, which I'm going to use to buy... What's Misfit do? Yeah, we'll buy Misfit. I still have 2 power left afterwards. We'll buy Vigilant Guard for another defense card. Why not? It's not a great defense card, but it is a defense card. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a massive collection of ongoing cards rotated here. Hopefully we get to use some of them soon. Do we have defense card? We do. We have Stargirl. We have 2 Stargirls. Perfect. So our new crisis is Insecure. Discard each card of cost 5 or greater you control. That is unfortunate. That's a few of these cards. So 1, 2, 3. Those are all my 5 or greater cards discarded. You can't play cards of cost 5 or greater. Contribute a card of cost 5 or greater. Very well. And then our new villain is Crisis Superboy Prime, which we are just going to avoid. And we will use Stargirl. I may discard this card to avoid an attack. If I do, draw a card and put a card of cost 1 or greater from the destroyed pile on the bottom of the main deck. Very well. So shuffle up this discard pile here. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. And let's go ahead and get our new card and add a card to the bottom of the main deck. What do we want to add to the bottom of the main deck, huh? Let's go ahead and put... Let's put Water Bearer down there. Why not? He's not doing anything up here. Water Bearer it is. Alright, so I can't play cards of cost 5 or greater. Oh, a new card does have to come out, and one has to be destroyed because of Insecure. Can't play cards of cost 5 or greater, so I can't play Ultra Strength. We can play the rest of it, so we'll play Mallet, which allows us to draw a card. Do I want to? So since... We're gonna go ahead and give Power Armor to Insecure. It is cost 8, so that is gone. That's the decision we made, so that's what we're doing. We have 2 equipment in place, so we can rotate a card. Let's go ahead and rotate... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and rotate Hawkfire. So that's 4 power. 4 power total right now. 7 power and draw 2 cards. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then draw a card for each ongoing or for each rotated card. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 13, 14, 15. Rotate a card. Just rotate Hawkfire again. You know what? Yeah, rotate Hawkfire again. You can put Soul Taker Sword out. Filling it up again, right? 16, 17 here. So with that 17, there are no villains here. So we beat Crisis Superboy Prime. That's 4 power left over and a card coming out. When we rotate Soul Taker Sword for being a villain. And we're going to use the other 4 to buy Giganta, who just came out, and making another card come out. And that triggers Soul Taker Sword again. Okay. That's okay. That's a pretty good turn. Very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, do we have a defense card? There are no defense cards in my hand, so we're going to have to deal with whatever this is. And our first new crisis is, each time a weakness or starter you own is destroyed, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. 2 cards owned by players must be destroyed during a turn. So we have to destroy 2 cards in 1 turn, which is pretty tough, actually. How are we going to do that? Well, we'll have to figure it out, won't we? Then our new villain is Harvest. Each player destroys a hero they control and a hero in their hand. For each you cannot, gain a weakness. A hero we control and a hero in our hand, huh? Well, we'll destroy Dr. Light and one of these Wally Wests. We're going to destroy the upright Wally West. So these are destroyed. Now we have these ongoing cards still in play. Very well. That's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. Okay. We will play... Oh wait, we have to put a card out and destroy a card for Survivor's Guilt. So we'll put Airy 1 out and we will destroy Manhunter. We're going to play Omen. I can destroy a card because I played Omen. We'll destroy Vigilant Guard. That's gone. So since that's destroyed, nothing happens. Okay, that's fine. Nothing happens. But we do get to draw a card and get 1 power. There we go. Okay. Just trying to think in my head the best way to go about this. Just gonna check my discard pile real quick. Where is she? Looking for that one hero that destroys a card, because I've already destroyed one this turn. If we can destroy a second card this turn, we're in the clear. Just need to find a way to do that. So let's look at our options. What is out there? That's not an ongoing card, so that won't help me. Okay, we're gonna try and figure this out then. So that's 1. 2, 3. If I control a rotated card, I can put any cards I buy or gain this turn on top of my deck. So that's helpful. 4, 5 from this kick. 6, 7. And then an 8, 9 here from Water Bearer. With that 9, we're going to go ahead and rotate Soul Taker Sword. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do the things I wanted to do. What can we do, though? What can we do indeed? Let's go ahead and buy... Let's go ahead and buy Vixen. And leave us with 2 left over. Which we'll do to buy Vigilant Guard, which we just bought one, I know. You know what? No, we're going to do Maggie Sawyer. That's a great card. Yes, yes. Okay. That's something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we have. A new card comes out and 1 gets destroyed for Survivor's Guilt. Okay, we can do it. If I control 1 or more rotated cards, destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. Okay, we will destroy this kick. So that's 1 card destroyed. And then for Expert Marksman, you may destroy a non-superpower card in my hand or discard pile if its cost is 1 or greater, gain a victory point. We're going to go ahead and destroy... We're going to destroy Mallet, I think. Yeah, Mallet's going to get destroyed, get a victory point for that. And we get rid of Survivor's Guilt, because that was 2 cards destroyed in 1 turn. It's always a pretty tough one, but that wasn't so bad. So that's 2 powers so far. We'll go ahead and put Computer Console out here. 3, 4, 5, 6. We have enough equipment to rotate a card. We're going to rotate Soul Taker Sword, gaining us 5 more power, getting us to 11, which is not enough to beat Harvest, which is what I was trying to do. Shoot. 11 minus it's enough to beat Harvest, but we have Atomica here too, is what I'm trying to say. 11 minus 3 is going to put us at 8 power. Since that's a villain, Soul Taker Sword rotates and a new card comes out. So we're at 8 power. We're going to go ahead and get rid of Knockout, bringing us down to 2 power, rotating Soul Taker Sword, and bringing another card out. And with that 2 power, anything we want to buy? Let's go ahead and buy Vigilant Guard, get it out of there. We need some cards we can destroy for some of these upcoming personal crises, because we just destroyed a bunch of cards. Okay. Very well. Filling up on Katana's ability. I like it. Just really rotating cards a lot and being able to use their abilities often, which I am okay with. New card has to come out. Nothing gets destroyed because there's no personal crisis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've got a pretty good collection here. First off, Master Thief. Or you know what? Before we do Master Thief, let's go ahead and use our Katana ability to rotate Computer Console. Then we'll play Master Thief, drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good times. All right. 7, 8, 9, and draw 2 cards. $10, 11, and rotate a card. We're gonna go ahead and rotate this Soul Taker sword. So that's 11 power. Just trying to look at my options. All right, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's stop there for now. Get rid of Harvest for 10. We still have 10 power left over, and a new card comes out. And that also triggers Soul Taker Sword, bringing us up to 15. 15, we'll get rid of Despero, put a new card out there. We still have 9 power, rotate Soul Taker Sword. Get rid of Royal Flush Gang, leaving us with 4 power, put a new card out there, and rotate Soul Taker Sword. Get rid of Roulette, leaving us with 2 power, put a new card out there, and rotating Soul Taker Sword. That was a good combination. So we have 2 power left over. 3, 4, 5. I can gain an ongoing card from the lineup and rotate it 360 degrees. Do I want to, though? First time an ongoing card enters your discard pile, return it to my hand. That's nice. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and gain that. Put it in play, rotate 360 degrees, which means nothing right now, but that's fine. And then we're not gonna play these two, so that's still 9 power left over. Because of Water Bearer, though, I believe we can put ongoing cards into our hand if we buy them. Just looking at my options here, we're going to go ahead and buy a Damian Wayne, and then we still have 4 left over, which we will use for another Water Bearer. Or we're going to do Airy 1, actually. Do we have enough here for a new hand? We do not, so we got to shuffle things up. It's a lot of ongoing cards in play. I know, it's exactly what I was trying to avoid, but I'm doing an okay job of keeping track of what they all do, which is what I was worried about falling apart early on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got rid of a bunch of villains there too, which is totally fine with me. We have Stargirl as a defense. These are all heroes though, so if I get the one that says discard heroes, we're out of control. We're going to be a little bit out of control here. All right, so our new personal crisis is Inflated Ego. Discard each card of cost 1, 2, or 3 I control. Cards of cost 1, 2, or 3. Any of them? Just Biometric Exosuit. That's fine. Got one thing out of the way, really. So, that's out of the way. I can't play cards that cost 1, 2, or 3. Contribute 2 cards with cost 1, 2, or 3. Okay. Then we have our new villain, and it is the Calculator. We're just going to defend with Stargirl. I can draw a card and put a dish card at the bottom of the deck, of the main deck from the destroyed pile. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and put Manhunter down there. That's a pretty cool card. And maybe we'll see it again. Who knows? Who knows? It could go that long. All right, I got to put a new card out, and we have to destroy a card because of Inflated Ego. So we cannot play cards of cost 1, 2, or 3, but we can contribute them. So we need to contribute Catwoman for sure, and we're going to contribute Misfit. So that's 2 cards gone from the game, but Inflated Ego is also gone, so that's fine by me. There's no villains out there, so we can go for Calculator now. We are going to use Katana's ability to rotate a card because, guess what? We can. We will rotate Infinity Island. Then we're going to play Maggie Sawyer, who gets 1 + 1 for each rotated card I control. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. 8, 9 of Element Woman. So with that 9, we're going to say goodbye to Calculator, which puts a new card out. and rotate Soul Taker Sword. So that's 5 power now. 6, 7, I can discard ongoing cards and draw that many cards. So we're gonna discard Soul Taker Sword and Omen, but we're gonna trigger Infinity Island to get Soul Taker Sword back. Draw 2 cards. 10, 11, we're gonna rotate Soul Taker Sword. 14 and draw 2 cards because of Ultra Strength. Man, this is crazy. 15, 16, 19 power. So we can really buy the cards of our dreams at this point. Let's get Damian Wayne. That was really useful, and he's going to continue to be. Get Biometric Exosuit. That leaves us with 12. Go ahead and get Warm Embrace. We'll get both Warm Embraces. That's that. Okay. Let's go ahead and make a little room here now we have some. The whole purpose of that was honestly just to make this a bit prettier, so hopefully that helped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have Stargirl in our hand to defend with, so we are not in trouble here. Alright, our new personal crisis is Unappreciated. Each time you contribute to a crisis, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Contribute 3 cards of cost 1 or greater. Cheshire. We're going to defend against that. Discard to avoid an attack. If I do, draw a card and then put a card at the bottom of the main deck from the destroyed pile. And that card will be... We'll put Mallet down there. Why not? Mallet's not hurting anybody. You go right down there. Okay. How are we doing now? So I need to contribute 3 cards of cost 1 or greater. We're going to go ahead and contribute Strix. It's not doing much for us. I don't really want to destroy cards anymore. We've got enough destruction elements going that I'm okay. We'll contribute Vigilant Guard. That's the second card. And I think that's all we're going to do for this turn right now. We are not done this turn yet, though. We're going to draw a bunch of cards, as you'll see in a minute. First off, I can gain an ongoing card from the lineup, place it in front of you, then rotate it 360 degrees. So we can gain Happy Harbor. There we go. Rotate it 360. Blah, 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 blah. We get +1 for each hero we play. We're playing Vixen, so that's 1. Or is it each? It wasn't out yet, so never mind. That's not the case. Each one we play afterwards. Okay. Then, how are we gonna handle this? We're gonna draw a bunch of cards in a bit. You know what? Let's just go for it. So we're gonna use Katana's ability to rotate Happy Harbor. Then we're going to play Master Thief, which says draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. 1, 2, 3. We have to draw 4 more cards. 4 more, that's all. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's got to be something in here that we can contribute willingly. Yes, we will contribute Expert Marksman. That will be our last contributed card to get rid of Unappreciated. Oh, we forgot to put a card out for each one contributed, so that's 3 cards coming out. 2, 3. Goodbye, Unappreciated. Can't get rid of Cheshire just yet. That's okay. Omen's out. You can destroy a card, but with nothing I really want to destroy, but it does trigger Wally West to draw another card. Oh, and then Biometric Exosuit, so that's 1. Draw another card. 5. 6, 7. Draw a card. 11. 12. 13, 14. 15, 16. Goodbye to Stone, which adds another card to the lineup. Goodbye. Oh, and rotates Soul Taker Sword. And then they have 11 power left to buy Cheshire, so she's gone, adding another card to the lineup and rotating Soul Taker Sword. And yeah, we'll go for it. We're out of power, but 2 power here. We can discard 2 cards. We will discard. We're just going to discard 1 card. We're going to discard Biometric Exosuit, but because of Infinity Island, it just goes back to our hand. So that's 2, 3 power, and draw a card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Goodbye, Deathstorm. Leaving us with 7 power, triggering our ability to rotate Soul Taker Sword, bringing us up to 12 power, which we will use to buy Bell Rev. Not going to do anything with it. We still have 7 power left over. What do we want to do? Let's go ahead and get a kick. Still have 4 more power. We'll go ahead and buy Birthday Cake. It's 3 power, why not? It's not hurting anybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is so much going on now. There's so many ongoing cards in play. So many rotations. We have Stargirl in our hand to defend, so I'm not going to complain about that. Our new personal crisis reads: Unrequited Love. Discard each hero I control. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3 ongoing cards discarded. That's okay. We'll be okay. You can't play heroes. Contribute 2 heroes. Very well. Then we have a new villain, and it is Crisis Troia. We're going to just defend with Stargirl, so she draws a card, and we get to put a card on the bottom of the main deck. Put a card on the bottom of the main deck. We're going to put Biometric Exosuit down there. Maybe we'll see it again. Probably not at this point. We're pretty close to the end. Very well. So a new card comes out, and because of Unrequited Love, we have to destroy a card also. Goodbye. So I have to contribute 2 heroes. Let's just do it, yeah. Goodbye Damian Wayne. Goodbye Element Woman. They are destroyed, and Unrequited Love is handled. We will go ahead and use our Katana ability to go ahead and rotate Soul Taker Sword. Yes. Then we can rotate a card 90 degrees, so that's 2 power. Biometric Exosuit, you're going over. 2, 3, 4, 5 triggers Happy Harbor to get us to 6 power. 7 and 8. 8 power total. Now, not the Year of Crisis Troia. That's okay. 8 power. What is this one? This one's kind of hiding here. That's going to be a little dangerous right now. We're going to go ahead and buy Man-Bat Serum, though. Have that 5 left over. We're going to go ahead and get this Power Girl. Power Girl. Shuffle everything up. We get a new card out here. Pandora's Box. No, we do not want that card. That is going to be a dangerous card. This lineup is full as it is. There's absolutely no reason for me to say, hey, let's go for it. Let's just really crank this lineup to the max. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are we looking at here? Okay, Katana. We're going to use her ability with all these cards in play to rotate a Biometric Exosuit. That means we play Master Thief, and she draws 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure I counted that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I did. We're at 0 power. But now we're at 3 power and draw 2 cards. 4 plus 1 for each rotated card. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 power. That's enough to say goodbye to Crisis Troia. So we have 1 power left over and 1 card gets added, and that rotates Soul Taker Sword. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Draw a card. Sure, we'll put you out here. Probably not going to use you. 12, we'll go ahead and rotate Belrev. 13, 14, 15. Put this ongoing card out. 16 power here. 17, 18, 19. Another ongoing card. 20, 21. With 21 power still left over after all of that. That is a lot. That is a lot. Let's go ahead and get both Bizarros, because now we have a bunch of destruction cards. Might as well have something to do with them. And then we'll go ahead and get another destruction card just to feed that. So that's, what's that? 6, 12, that's 12 plus 4, that's 16. So I still have 5 power left over. Let's go ahead and get Cosmic Staff. That's just been floating around for a bit. Might as well open ourselves up to the possibility of using it. Who knows? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have Stargirl in my hand again, so we're going to be fine to defend ourselves. Not worried about that. Okay. Our new personal crisis is Weakened Heart. Each time you buy or gain a non-villain card from the lineup, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. A player must buy or gain 2 or more non-villain cards from the lineup during their turn. That's going to be very easy. Our new villain is Nocturna. Each player who does not control at least 2 different card types destroys 2 cards in their hand. You know what? We're going to defend ourselves. We don't even have to, because we do control 2 different card types. But we're going to, so that we can add a card to the bottom of the main deck. I'm just going to grab the top one here and add it down there. New card comes out, and because of Weakened Heart, another card gets destroyed. So goodbye to Broadsword. So we have to buy 2 cards during 1 turn. Not really a problem. Okay. Wally West comes on out here, and he says, draw a card, and then 1, 2 power. Sorry, draw 1 card and 2 power. So 2 power, and then because of Omen, we can destroy a card. What do we want to destroy? Anything? I mean, I've had a lot of cards in here now. It's probably time to start saying goodbye to some. Let's get rid of this kick. So we are at 2 power. Six power, because 3 plus 1 plus the 2 I already had, that's 6 power. 6 and 4 is going to give me to 10 power. We have enough equipment in play to say rotate Soul Taker Sword. You can gain an ongoing card from the lineup. You know, we're going to skip that. I forgot how much power we had. Shoot. 4, 5, 6, 10. Okay. That'll be 13. Now 14, 15, and I can discard cards. So we will discard Wally West. But that's going to trigger Infinity Island. So we can draw a card, we get 16, 17, and we can destroy another card. So let's see, anything else worth destroying in here? Nah, we're good. They're all good cards. So 17. That's enough to say goodbye to Nocturna, which adds a card to the lineup, but also rotates Soul Taker Sword. So 17-3, that's 8 power we have now. 8 plus 3 is 11, but then Happy Harbor triggers, getting us to 12 power. We're doing just fine. We really are. We're gonna get both of these guys, getting us to 10 power. We'll get Cosmic Staff, getting us to 5 power. And it's not really anything else I want. Everything else can just kind of wait it out. And that's fine. They're just going to do that. They're just going to wait it out there. Alright. Very well. Oh, and that was enough to get rid of Weakened Heart, by the way, because we bought 2 cards in the lineup. Oh, each time I buy a card, add the top card. So we do have to add 2 cards. 1, 2. That 5 power gets rid of Johnny Quick. And then a new card comes out, but it also triggers Soul Taker Sword. That's still fine. But Weakened Heart is gone. And that's fine by me. Because we're going to have to shuffle that up to get our new stack of Personal Crises. So let's make that happen. So I'm just shuffling up my deck real quick. Lots of ongoing cards in play. Promise you I can keep track of it. So far, so good at least. Alright. And we got our hand about ready. Let's go get the Personal Crisis stack ready first. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Alright, Personal Crisis stack is shuffled. Our new Personal Crisis is Unrequited Love. Discard each hero you control. So, boom, boom, boom. All discarded. Okay, that's fine. I have to get a new hand, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't play heroes, contribute 2 heroes. Very well. And our new villain is Talia al Ghul. Stack ongoing. Each time a card you control rotates upright, gain a weakness. Each player rotates cards they control upright. No effects are triggered for this rotation. Oh shoot. We're gonna defend against that. We're gonna use Airy 1 to defend. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card, and then I may rotate a card I control 90 degrees. We're gonna go ahead and rotate Soul Taker Sword 90 degrees. Yeah, that'll do it. So, time to get rid of some heroes. So I can't play heroes, but I contribute 2. We're going to contribute Donna Troy and Stargirl. Why? They're both great cards, but they're defense cards, and I'm at the last villains. There's nothing to defend against. So, these 2 are going to contribute to Unrequited Love. Oh, I have to first off have a card come out and destroy a card for Unrequited Love. And then contribute these, and then say goodbye to it. Very well. Very, very well. Okay, now we need to get rid of Talia al Ghul before we can move on to the final villain. So now we can play heroes again, which is good. We're going to play Maggie Sawyer, which is going to get us 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, it gets 1 power, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then because of Happy Harbor, it gets us a 10th power. We have enough equipment in play that we can rotate a card. So let's go ahead and rotate Soul Taker Sword. 11, 12. 13, 14. Just shy of Talia al Ghul, which is unfortunate. Anything else I can do there? 14 power. I don't really want to buy anything that's out there right now, I don't think. Yeah, I'm good. So that's that turn, unfortunately. Just shy of getting rid of Talia al Ghul. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. New card coming out. Okay. we're going to use Whip. Rotate a card I control 90 degrees. We're going to rotate Soul Taker Sword, getting us 5 power. So 5 power. We also gain a weakness because of Talia al Ghul. 6, 7. And we're going to use our ability to rotate Soul Taker Sword again. I can destroy a card, but we'll destroy this weakness. I lost track of where I was. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 10 because that's a hero. Also because it's a villain, so that's 11. 12, 13, I can discard ongoing cards. So we will discard. We'll discard a Biometric Exosuit and Bell Rev, but we're going to use Infinity Island to get Biometric Exosuit back. So that's 13, 14, 15, and we still get to draw 2 cards. 16, 17, 18. Goodbye to Talia al Ghul. She's gone. Rotating Soul Taker Sword and adding a card to the lineup. 18. Goodbye Owlman, bringing us down to 12 and adding a card to the lineup. And rotating Soul Taker Sword. 12. Can't play this card, doesn't do anything. We will use that 12 though to go ahead and buy Central City. And I think that's all we're going to buy. So that's that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are just about at this last villain. So we are almost there. And I'm okay with that. Had to be Survivor's Guilt, didn't it? Each time a weakness or starter you own is destroyed, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. 2 cards owned by players must be destroyed in 1 turn. Okay. We have to find a way to make that happen. And then Crisis Trigon. Each player gets a personal crisis, so we have to get a new personal crisis as well, not just that one. And that personal crisis will be Trial by Combat. Each time a villain enters the lineup, you discard a card. Contribute a defense card. Very well. Then Crisis Trigon reads, Trigon costs 5 more to defeat for each personal crisis in play. So a new card comes out, and 2 are destroyed because of our 2 personal crises. We are going to give Stargirl 2 Trial by Combat, getting rid of her, but also getting rid of that crisis. So that's 1 down. We will start playing, so 2 cards owned by players must be destroyed in 1 turn. I don't know if we can do that this turn, but we'll try, right? We'll start with Ultra Strength, 3 power, and draw 2 cards. We will use our Katana ability to rotate Soul Taker Sword. So that 3, 8 power, plus 3 is 11, plus 3 is 14, triggering Happy Harbor though for 15, plus 4 is 19, and we'll get 3 more for Vixen, getting us to 22, triggering Happy Harbor for 23, and we're not going to use Venom Injector. There's no way to destroy it right now. So that's 23 power. That 23 power is enough to beat Crisis Trigon even with Survivor's Guilt in play. So that's that. That was a lot of fun. There was a few complicated moments, mostly because of keeping track of rotations and what each one does, but I really liked using the rotate mechanic with Crisis. It was just another thing to think about. And when you play this game a bunch, it's nice to have new things to think about and just new ways to approach things. So I really enjoyed that, and I'm looking forward to my other 2 attempts using these similar methods. I'm probably going to reduce the number of ongoing cards I use. I'm actually going to go in favor of some of the rotation mechanic cards rather than the Unity cards. I'm a huge fan of Unity cards. I've said that over and over and over again. But the rotation mechanics are really cool. Soul Taker Sword I used a lot, But some of the other ones are really cool too, like Computer Console allowing you to draw 2 cards, or Edict Memory allowing you to put cards on top of your deck and control what your next hand's going to be. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed watching. A few things to note. This was for the Solo Crisis League. It is a league I run. It takes the win-lose conditions of Crisis Mode of the DC Comics deck building game and says, how well did you win or how badly did you lose based on other people you're playing with or playing against each week. There's a bunch of stats we track, including the size of the main deck, how many supervillains you beat, weaknesses in your deck, all sorts of things. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it every week, and I'm really looking forward to getting back in the swing of things. Second, if you like the playmat, which is obscured by so many cards right now, it's available on my Etsy store. There's a link below for that. And third, if you like this, if you like the leagues, check out my Patreon. That money goes to, well, keeping these things maintained. It allows me to justify the hours and hours and hours I spend on these leagues each week, as well as allows me to keep me up to date with each of the new expansions and stuff so that I can keep the leagues going at the same pace as game releases. So that is the plan. If you're interested in that, there's a link below. It comes with all sorts of goals, including special videos, special thank yous. Speaking of thank yous, I do have a few this week, so I do need to get those out of the way. Not out of the way. I owe you these thanks because you guys did a great thing by helping me out here, making this possible, and it's without you, I probably couldn't justify the amount of time I do spend on this, and it is a lot. Don't tell anyone, it's a lot. So the people I have to thank this week, or I get to thank this week, are Howtex. Thank you. You were my first backer, and I really appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying both the Solo Crisis League and Solo Champions League, and I'm glad you're enjoying your hero round now. Loch Ness 2112, he's a member of the Solo Champions League. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Zombie Tax Man, you're a member of both, but you play Solo Crisis League the most, so thank you, thank you, thank you. That's my favorite one too, so I don't blame you. Cerberus is one of my favorite players. He plays every week. He's very grateful about it. He has a great time every week, and I like seeing what his comments are each week. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And then Caitlin Brannagen is a member of my Solo Champions League. In fact, one of the top players in my Solo Champions League. So thank you, Caitlin Brannagen. If you're interested in being thanked, if you are interested in the other rewards like special hero backers only rounds or mid-round results, or getting the next round's info early, check it out. There's all sorts of special things, including discounts to my store. So go to the Patreon link below and see if that's for you. Thank you again for watching. I had a great time this week, and I'm really glad to be back into it. I'm hoping to do every other night for the next couple weeks so that we can get back on track to where I left off, which is finishing up this round, finishing up season 4 round 3, and then backtracking to finish season 4 round 1 and season 4 round 2, which I had to miss out on due to my new house. So thank you again for watching. Thank you for coming back every week or for the first time or what have you, and you have a good night.